With Jurassic World celebrating its 10th anniversary this year, I thought now would be a good time to do a review for the very first set I ever collected from this theme, 75916 Dilophosaurus Ambush. This 248-piece set retailed for $29.99 back when it was released in 2015, and featured 2 vehicles alongside a dinosaur and 2 minifigures. LEGO Jurassic World sets are often criticized for their lack of adherence to the source material, and their tendency to throw inaccurate builds into a dinosaur set, just to make the price seem like it's more worth it. Does this set break that trend, or does it fall into the group of less than accurate sets? Let's take a closer look. To start this review off, let's take a look at the star of the show in any Jurassic World set, the dinosaur. The Dilophosaurus was a bipedal, carnivorous dinosaur, and is notoriously remembered in popular culture for its iconic scene in the original Jurassic Park, where it stalks and kills Dennis Nedry. The Dilophosaurus featured here resembles the Dilo seen in the 1993 film very little, as both the size and the color have been altered. The Dilo's size puts it more in a paleo-accurate vein when compared to a minifigure, as the Dilophosaurus was much larger than depicted in the Jurassic films. LEGO has since released a more Jurassic Park-accurate Dilophosaurus mold that is still in use today, as of the recording of this video. The designers of this set opted to give the dino a colorful makeover not seen in the franchise on screen, featuring line pieces decorated with fantastic dark green printing to denote skin details. The Dilo's distinctive headpiece features 2 crests atop its snout, from which the creature's name was derived, as well as the fictitious neck frill that was made up for the movie, featuring vibrant red and orange printing. I also like the subtly curled upper lip on each side of the snout. This head mold was brand new for this set, and would only see use one more time, with the Dilophosaurus included with 75931 Dilophosaurus Outpost attack from 2018. The Dilophosaurus's body and arm pieces were recycled from previous Velociraptor Legos and given a recolor. The legs, however, were brand new at the time, consisting of the same basic mold from LEGO Raptors, save the main hunting claw. This claw has been altered to rest on the ground, giving each leg piece 3 toes that touch the ground. This set of leg pieces was also used for Gallimimus and Stygimoloch in other colors. Even though the Dilophosaurus only appears as a hologram in Jurassic World, the dinosaur's popularity was certainly a factor for its inclusion in this set. In addition to the dinosaur, 2 minifigures are included with this set, to optimize play potential. The first of the 2 is the set's only named character, Gray Mitchell, portrayed by Ty Simpkins in the 2015 film. Oddly, the character is only labeled as Gray on the box art, with his last name omitted. Gray features the hairpiece first developed for the Hobbits of Middle-earth. This set was actually the first usage of that piece outside of the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit themes, and it's the perfect hairpiece to depict the character's curly hair. While Gray's dark blue leg pieces are far from uncommon, his head and torso piece are both exclusive. The head is dual-sided, featuring a carefree expression on one side and a frightened stare on the other. The torso features a white shirt, decorated with an appealing red and blue plaid pattern, as well as Gray's fanny pack tied around his waist, which his brother Zach dubs as his dork pouch. A later minifigure of Gray, featured in 2020's Indominus Rex vs. Ankylosaurus, would adopt a gray color scheme for Gray's shirt, and switch out the long leg pieces in favor of short legs. Personally, my preference lies between the 2. The original torso piece with the newer legs is the most accurate look for the character in my opinion. The second minifigure is a member of the ACU, the Asset Containment Unit. Various versions of this faction were spread throughout the first wave of Jurassic World sets, allowing you to easily army build these characters if you wished. This ACU Trooper features the torso and leg combo that can be found on all of the other 2015 ACU minifigures, featuring dark bluish-gray straps over a dark blue suit with printed hexagon details, as well as an ACU insignia. The legs feature belt, pocket, and buckle details that match the accompanying torso piece very well. This ACU is differentiated from other ACU minifigs thanks to his dark blue hat and medium nougat headpiece. This head can only be found on 2 other minifigures, a nearly identical ACU Trooper that came with the LEGO Dimensions Jurassic World Team Pack, and a Naboo security guard that came in a pair of Star Wars sets based on the Phantom Menace. The ACU comes armed with an electric cattle prod that he's seen using in the film. The set's builds consist of a pair of attractive vehicles, a Jeep and a Gyrosphere. The Gyrosphere is a really cool and unique little model. It's only made up of a couple dozen pieces, but the final result is nothing short of fantastic. The printed dishes on the side accurately depict the Gyrosphere's access panels. Removing them allows you to separate the 2 half-sphere elements to access the small interior. The separation can be a little tricky, especially with a brand new build, but repeated uses can make it easier. A complex assembly of Technic parts helps to suspend the seat, which features a stickered control panel. These accommodations allow one minifigure to be seated inside. All of this comes together to make a model that is a whole lot of fun. If rolled, the seat assembly inside keeps the minifigure upright, perfectly recreating the Gyrosphere's rolling action from the movie. Ideally, 2 seats should have been provided, but given the space constraints, it's impressive that they were able to accomplish what they did at all. The Jeep is very much in style with the Jeeps seen in Jurassic Park, albeit with an updated color palette, featuring the now iconic blue, white, and gray color scheme used in the new park. I've seen Jurassic World many times, but don't recall ever seeing a Jeep like this in the movie at any point. So this set does lose some points for a lack of faithfulness to the source material. In spite of this, the vehicle does look right at home alongside other, more accurate sets from the film. The front of the build features a distinctive Jeep shape, with a pair of round, trans-yellow plates depicting the headlights, as well as a stickered license plate section that's oddly void of any ID. This section also contains one of the build's main play features, a working crank for a winch. There's an attachment point for the hook when not in use, and the included cord for the winch is pretty long, and can stretch well over a foot. This winch is a great feature and is accurate to the Jeeps seen in Jurassic Park. I do wish, however, that a similar winch function would have been included with the Jurassic Park Jeeps, released in 2023. The Jurassic World logo is depicted on the hood with a sticker, alongside dangerous-looking claw marks. In total, this set features 8 stickers, 7 of which are on the Jeep. Graphics that match those seen on the hood are featured on either side where the doors are located. Sadly, this Jeep does not feature opening doors. I like the use of these angled bricks in blue for the fenders, as well as the windshield assembly, featuring blue minifigure crowbar accessories, which are exclusive to this set in that color. The back of the car contains another stickered license plate with, once again, no ID, and a black dish, which depicts the vehicle's spare tire cover. This tire is also the activation point for the Jeep's second main function. When turned, it sends these boxes of accessories flying, recreating what would happen if the Dilophosaurus were to attack the car. The boxes contain common LEGO accessories, a wrench, a pair of binoculars, and a chicken drumstick, perhaps explaining why the Dilo would want to attack the Jeep in the first place. These boxes can be moved forward to a set of single stud plates, which allows for additional seating in the back if desired. There is a seat for the ACU minifigure here, but sadly no place to store his prod weapon effectively. The Jeep's top canopy features a pair of green-tipped flick-fire missiles for tracking down and capturing the Dilophosaurus. This entire canopy hinges back on ball and socket joints, allowing for easier access to the Jeep's driver and cargo areas. As with all LEGO cars, this Jeep rolls very easily and is fun to zoom around. The set primarily functions as a playset, but if you do wish to display it, it does work pretty well in that way too. Maybe not as well as some other more impressive Jurassic World playsets, but it does its job. The 2015 Jurassic World wave helped usher in a revival of dinosaur LEGO sets after a 3-year hiatus, following the LEGO Dino theme. Jurassic World has since become LEGO's standby license for LEGO dinosaurs. This set was right there at the beginning, and in my eyes, it's still a really fun little set. At the time of its release, $30 wasn't too bad for what you got. The brand new Dilophosaurus was definitely the set's main draw, and for good reason. The dino's eye-catching design is certainly a standout among other LEGO dinosaurs, and the species isn't near as common as the T-Rex or Velociraptor. The minifigures are also pretty good, including one of the film's main characters, as well as an unnamed Trooper character to go alongside others in the series. The Jeep is an appealing design, and bridges the gap between Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, bringing the former's nostalgic vehicle design into the present with the latter's color scheme. For many, myself included, the Gyrosphere may be the best part of the set, featuring a faithfully accurate brick-built rendition of the vehicle seen in the movie, while also working just as well as advertised. While this is a very nice set, the one area that it does fall short in is accuracy to the source material. No Jeeps that look like this are seen in the film, at least not that I can remember, and the Dilophosaurus is hardly a major dino player in the movie, appearing as a very quick Easter egg and a hologram at that, not to mention that this Dilophosaurus looks nothing like the Dilophosaurus that we do see in the movies, being far larger and more colorful than its film counterparts. This set may not be the most faithful to the movie it's based on, but at the end of the day, this is just a kid's playset. I can admit that I had a lot of fun with this set when I was younger, and would definitely recommend it to anyone else who's considering picking it up. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider liking this video and subscribing, as it really helps the channel out. Have a good one!